Hi all, we are PTE for sure. We are providing complete training to successfully crack PTE Exam with your desired score. We will provide you tips and tricks to get 65 and 79 in PTE. After enrolling, our course's material would be provided online. For more information, kindly contact through WhatsApp or other details mentioned in the video.
Introverts take their time to develop their ideas before revealing them to the public, whereas extroverts act rapidly and strive to immediately affect things. Extroverts prefer to make decisions in the heat of the moment, whereas introverts prefer to think things out before acting.
A free trade policy is one in which the government does not intervene in commerce. Imports and exports are not subject to tariffs, and people are free to trade products and services as they see fit. The only elements that govern how resources are allocated in society are supply and demand, which determines the prices at which commodities and services sell.
because obstacles such as inadequate water or nutrients, unfavorable climatic conditions, plant diseases, and insect damage may limit development at some point. The maximum yield of plants, as defined by their genetic potential, is rarely realized. Stressed plants are those that are exposed to these biotic and abiotic limitations.
Dopamine is a widespread neurotransmitter that transports messages between brain cells and is involved in numerous areas of cognitive processing, among its many activities. External cues or deterministic signals have been widely investigated in relation to the chemical messenger.
This is what the world has to do about climate change: put a price on carbon emissions and let the market respond. If politicians act as if this can be done without causing suffering, it will most likely take another 5 to 10 years for them to act.
Botanic gardens are scientific and cultural organizations dedicated to collecting, studying, exchanging, and displaying plants for research, teaching, and public enjoyment. Every capital city has a large botanic garden. The primary purpose of zoological parks and aquariums is to breed, preserve, and exhibit local and exotic species in captivity.
For a number of causes, English colonies arose throughout the eastern shore. Originally, people, mostly males, came to Virginia in search of gold and silver in order to earn a quick buck. Men came to Virginia to start farming cash crops like tobacco once it became clear that there were no valuable metals in the area.
Of course, Australians communicate in English. However, many tourists and even some residents associate Australian English only tangentially with native tongue. Only the initiate understands the arcane meanings of the words and phrases we use in our discourse. Australian slang aims to genuinely explain these colorful colloquialisms.
What we discovered is that the plant, like other plants in nature, is destroyed by herbivores. In reaction, it secretes sugar from the plant's wound edges, where herbivores have caused harm. One of the study's authors, Tobias Lortzing, is a graduate student at Freie University Berlin.
A few weeks later, on May 3, Lincoln issued an executive order calling for 43,000 three-year volunteers for the Army, as well as a 40,000-man increase in the regular Army and Navy. Both of these behaviors appeared to be in violation of the law.
With a population of just over 30 million people living in the world's second biggest nation, Canada is rightfully famous for wide swaths of wilderness free of pollution from industry or intensive farming practices. The fight to stop the logging of virgin forest in northern Ontario and on the west coast is a key conservation problem.
Scholars create their own personal libraries to assist both specific projects and general reading in their fields. When feasible, they buy or make photocopies of items so that they can come out on their own more regularly, but they also page and annotate them. When they go into a new field, they just add to the collections of primary texts.
Many non-Japanese are familiar with the traditional tea ceremony, including its history, complexities, and religious origins. However, few individuals outside of Japan have a thorough comprehension of the practice's esoteric meaning. Even in Japan, only those who have dedicated their life to the discipline are aware of the hidden significance of tea ceremony.
Children as young as 14 months old will help others without being asked. However, a study of 3 to 5-year-olds discovered that, while they would draw images on their own, if they were given a reward for drawing pictures, they would stop painting unless another incentive was presented.
When the speaker was a student, he reflected on his thoughts on the English Revolution and how it was apparent whose side he supported, the aristocrats, not the Puritans. Later, he recognized there was more to it than that, and the revolution might be interpreted in a variety of ways, as a conflict between the monarch and parliament, as a class war, or as an unexpected scenario with no clear sides.
If you like our video, kindly subscribe our channel and also press below bell icon. Thank you.